If the White House was a circus, Joe Biden would be plate spinner in chief. As he enters into his second year in the Oval Office,
good afternoon.
He's got a lot to do, both internationally and domestically.
This is a worldwide challenge.
And the consequences, if one of the plates fall, could be the effective end of his presidency by the end of the year. Top of the list of challenges, like it was when he was sworn in, is COVID. After confidently claiming he was, in his words, kicking the virus's butt in July, it came roaring back, and now Omicron has to be dealt with. A lockdown is unlikely, another economic shock isn't. And with job numbers not where they should be and the cost of basic goods rising, President Biden needs some good news for American families.
Bravo.
He delivered an infrastructure bill. His Build Back Better bill is essentially dead, but he still believes he can get parts of it through Congress, increasing help to American families. But some Washington watchers say he still has other campaign promises to deliver.
Democrats have been so badly out-messaged, and their messaging is so atrocious that even with Build Back Better, they're going to have a difficult time. They have lost the battle, the messaging battle on inflation, and inflation is indeed hurting a lot of Americans.
November brings midterm elections, normally considered a referendum on those in the White House.
I'm not recommending for every future president that they take a shellacking like I did last night.
Biden has an approval rating of under 50%. That could mean him losing the House, maybe even the Senate. Now try getting anything done in Washington, with both houses not in your control.
What is happening in Ukraine?
So he could turn to foreign policy to get wins before the 2024 presidential election, where those closest to him say he'll run again. The pictures of the frantic withdrawal from Afghanistan haunt the Biden White House. If the country again becomes a base for Islamic militants, he'll bear the burden for the failures of his and other administrations. He wants a new nuclear deal with Iran. There are talks, but they have to deliver. America is worried about China's growing influence, its expanded military, its economic power. Talks between the two leaders effectively went nowhere. And then there's Russia. With cyber attacks, increased activity on the Ukraine border, Biden's White House seems to be waiting to respond to what comes next.
I think he's already had some important foreign policy successes. I think that the United States has sent a strong signal to Russia with European partners that if Russia invaded Ukraine, it would pay major costs. And I think that's likely to continue to deter Russia from invading Ukraine going forward.
As Biden heads into the new year, he's hoping delivering big domestic success will make Americans feel better about where the country is going.
We can deliver real people results that are going to affect their lives.
But if they don't, they could decide they don't like the act, and it's time for the Biden circus to move on. Alan Fisher, Al Jazeera, Washington.